Welcome to Overthinking Eurovision. I'm Matt Rather. All you need to know about Spain's recent Eurovision performance is that they have arguably done worse than the UK. Yes, the UK has finished dead last 2 years in a row now, but they came in 5th as recently as 2009. Spain, on the other hand, has placed way down in the 20s for 6 straight years now, and has not finished in the single digits since they introduced the semifinals in 2004.
Let's go.
But that might change this year, because Spain is coming in caliente with a song about something even more universal than love, peace, or hating the UK. This is a song about booty. Bebé ven de regreso. Latin songs have done pretty well at Eurovision recently. In 2018, little old Cyprus nearly won the whole enchilada with Fuego. So Spain probably took a look and said, hey, we actually speak Spanish here. And they went the extra mile to find a singer who was actually born in Cuba for maximum Latin pop cred. Chanel Terrero has had a very busy decade in showbiz. She's mostly known as one of the leading ladies of Spanish musical theater. Flashdance the musical, The Bodyguard the musical, Mamma Mia, The Lion King. Here's her singing and dancing in a Spanish version of one of the songs from La La Land. But she's also been all over Spanish television, including sitcoms,
Ay, Dios, es que estoy atravesando una época muy sexual.
¡Ya!
telenovelas,
Y no sabes lo dichosos que estaban cuando la vieron. Tanto es así que me siguieron con una buena cantidad.
and a young adult show where she plays Venus, the goddess of love, raising a whole gang of hunky cupids. Not busy enough for you? She's also a member of Spain's top a cappella group, Super Voices. And here she is in Runner's World magazine in 2012, demonstrating some basic stretches. I am exhausted just Googling her. The main writer of SloMo is Leroy Sanchez, who co-wrote last year's Eurovision song for Spain. That's not a great sign, since last year's song got 6 points. But SloMo is also produced by Keith Harris. For those of you Googling him, I am not referring to the Keith Harris who is a ventriloquist, who delighted millions of British children with Orville the Duck.
Well, we all love him, don't we?
No, this is the Keith Harris who produced music for the Black Eyed Peas, Nicki Minaj, Madonna, and Mariah Carey. This guy knows how to make a catchy pop song, and it shows. Listen to the pre-chorus. Do you hear how trebly that is? There are some rich vocal harmonies in there, but it's all within a narrow range. And then when the chorus hits, the drums and bass drop harder than a drunken tourist getting trampled in the running of the bulls. Now, the lyrics, much like Chanel's Matador Pants, are not leaving a lot to the imagination. The most interesting part is the end of the chorus, which is a little hard to understand. It references a musical term that not everyone might be familiar with. Dembow is a musical genre that came out of Jamaica in the 90s before really catching on in the Dominican Republic. It's a close cousin of reggaeton and dancehall music defined by a repeating pattern. Boom, cha-boom, chick, boom, cha-boom, chick, boom, cha-boom, chick. Makes you feel like dancing, right? And the New York Times pointed out that from July 2015 to July 2017, 6 of Billboard's #1 singles featured a dembow rhythm, including One Dance by Drake, Shape of You by Ed Sheeran, and Despacito by Luis Fonsi. By the way, the bootylicious choreography is by Kyle Hanagami, who has worked with BTS, Justin Bieber, and Britney Spears. Spain is going the whole John Hammond route here.
Really spectacular, spared no expense.
So congratulations, Spain. You have a very sexy song featuring a fantastic performer. You must be very excited. Sorry, I've just been informed that the people of Spain are apparently super duper pissed about this song. How pissed? Apparently politicians are now demanding that television executives testify before Congress. So let's go back a few months. This year, Spain picked its Eurovision song with Benidorm Fest, an updated version of a musical festival going back to 1958. This was the first time this specific voting system had been used, and based on the reception, the last time as well. 25% of the vote was open to the general public, so you might see the problem already. This is a national selection show in which the public is encouraged to participate, but only given a 25% say in who wins. Now, in Benidorm itself, there were a few memorable moments. For example, Ay Mama started out with the performer in a wedding dress sunglasses combo and ended with her in a nude bodysuit in front of a giant boob. But surprisingly, the boob song was not the one everyone was talking about. The band Tansugueras started in 2017 to bring traditional Galician folk music into the 21st century. Galicians are an ethnic group living mainly in northwest Spain's autonomous community, Galicia, and they have their own language that's more similar to Portuguese than to Spanish. This song, Terra, is mainly a celebration of Galician culture, but also gives a hat tip to Spain's other ethnic minorities, repeating the line, "There are no borders," in Basque, Catalan, Asturian, and then Spanish. So, heading into the finals, Benidorm became a battle between SloMo, a modern international song, and Terra, a homegrown song rooted in traditional culture. And when the dust settled, Terra received 71% of the public vote. The giant boob anthem received 18%, and SloMo received only 4%. 4% is a very low number, guys. That's like within the margin of error of 0. But Chanel's hypnotic butt hypnotized the jury and split the weird demographic jury, and she somehow ended up on top overall. And to make things even messier, it turned out that Chanel had actually worked with a couple members of the expert jury before, but guys, I don't think there's anything suspicious about that. It seems like Chanel has worked like 18 hours a day for the past decade. There's probably no music professional in Spain that she hasn't met at some point. Still, many people in Spain are now saltier than a plate of tapas, and Chanel has been bombarded with abuse. Spain is treading on dangerous ground here. In 2017, it selected its Eurovision song through a reality show called Objetivo Eurovision 2017. Do It For Your Lover came in first with the jury, but only third with the public voting. But hey, the jury knows what's going to succeed on an international stage, right? Apparently not, since Spain finished in last place in Kyiv, only getting pity points from Portugal. The moral of Do It For Your Lover is that if you ask the public to choose, and then put your finger on the scale, your song comes out of the gate stinking like paella that's been left out in the Madrid sun for too long. Either have a jury select the song or have the public select the song, but don't try and split the difference unless you want to learn all sorts of cool new Galician curse words. But for what it's worth, we think SloMo is hella catchy, and Chanel is going to dance her very impressive posterior off. And the good news is that with Spain's recent Eurovision track record, she's got nowhere to go but up. Get it? But up. We'll see you next time. How did she only get 4% of the vote? I think just her former castmates from all those musicals probably make up 4% of the Spanish population.